May Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shall be with me. It's cold. All right, first we're going to face the east. Let's give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakakodash. So in Hebrew, that we be giving our praises to the Most High, whose true name in Hebrew is Yahweh, the name of the only begotten Son, whose true name in Hebrew will be Yahweh Shah, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, along with the Holy Spirit, who taught us His truth. Honors to the brethren that's laboring, doing the work to push the gospel, risking their life and freedom to do so. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, which will be the 1/3 of the true Israelites, according to scriptures, who are the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, who are turning back to the Most High by hearing and believing on His word. Yeah. All right, so we back with another live lesson to the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And it's titled The Letter of Jeremiah. Now we're going to read through the majority of that book, talk about how it applies now. Because, you know, it was written back then, and a lot of that same stuff can apply today. All right, so we're going to start here. Isaiah 14, chapter 12. Art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? We know this Lucifer will be Esau, the so-called white man, him being cut down from heaven, meaning he's fallen out of rulership, fallen out of power. Let's continue. How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Who's weakening the nations? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Now through his policies, his sanctions, his airstrikes, his land invasions, the corrupt puppet government he put in these different countries, taking their resources, weakening their economy through his pharmakia, his pharmacy, etc. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. That's through his space shuttles, his space flights, his satellites. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. That's dealing with North America. Let's continue. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's the thing. They got a God complex, and they want to be like the Most High. And through their technology, they're going to try to accomplish that. But with his technology, he can be sort of a power in the earth. It gives him a certain level of power above other people. But what does the Lord say about that? Going down to verse 15. Yeah, you should be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And as high as they may reach, the Lord going to bring them down to the grave here in the lake of fire. All right, so now we're going to go to the letter of Jeremiah real quick. Letter of Jeremiah, I think it's 1 chapter, verse 1. A copy of an epistle which Jeremy sent upon them, which are to be led captives into Babylon by the king of the Babylonians, to certify them as it was commanded him of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Because of the sins which ye have committed before Yahweh, you shall be led away captives into Babylon by Nebuchadnezzar, king of the Babylonians. So when ye come into Babylon, you shall remain there many years, and for a long season. We've been here for a long season, namely 7 generations. And after that, I will bring you away peaceably from thence. All right, let's continue. Now you shall see in Babylon gods of silver, gold, and of wood borne upon shoulders, which cause the nations to fear. So yeah, even today in America, we see all kind of idols, all kind of gods. Hey, even so now, we still commanded to fear them not. And we know Esau is making a new god, artificial intelligent god. You know, let's continue. Beware therefore that ye in no wise be like to strangers, neither be ye of them. When you see the multitude before them, behind them worshiping them. So when we see the other nations worshiping these gods, playing by the ways of the gods of the earth, you know, we commanded not to do that. In which that's something that we've done in the past. When we go to the book of Second Chronicles, forgive me, phone getting kind of wet. Let me see if I can pull this up. Where is it? Let me grab this real quick. So this is why Jeremiah told us don't worship like the strangers. Let me grab this real quick. This is Second Chronicles 36:14. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and polluted the house of the Lord, which he had hallowed in Jerusalem. That's why Jeremiah said in Babylon, where we're going to see all manner of gods and idols, don't worship these idols as the other nations do. Let's read it in the NLT. Likewise, all the leaders of the priests and the people became more and more unfaithful. They follow all the pagan practices of the surrounding nations, desecrating the temple of the Lord that had been consecrated in Jerusalem. So we follow all pagan practices, heathenistic practices today in this future Babylon, which is called Mystery Babylon, Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon. And we do the same thing here. Through the white man's Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Scientology, atheism, just whatever else people believe in. And now people believe themselves to be God. They talk to the universe, sun and moon worship. You know, they think the universe is a woman. They think the Most High is a woman. And they got that from these other nations. All right, let's continue. Letter of Jeremiah 1:6. But say you in your hearts, oh Lord, we must worship thee. And that's what we tell people in this ministry. You got to worship true power, the true God of heaven and earth. For my angel is with you, and I myself caring for your souls. As for their tongue, it is polished by the workmen, and they themselves are gilded and laid over with silver. Yet are they but false and cannot speak. So yeah, in the ancient world, when they made these idols, you know, what did it say? It said the tongue was polished with silver. You know, it was laid over in silver, but yet they are false and cannot speak. Well, let's jump to Revelation 13 real quick, because see, Esau, through the power of his technology, he's trying to create a God that can actually speak. Now let's start here. Revelation, I think we're going to start at 14. Yup, 13 to 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had powers to do in the sight of the beast. So what miracles is Esau able to do in the sight of the people? Through what power? That's the power of his technology. Make a blind man see, a deaf man hear, a paralyzed man walk. You can control digital devices such as drones or video games, remotes, with your own body. If you got these different microchips in you, his mechanical dogs, his artificial intelligence, those are the miracles that he was able to deceive the people with by the power of his technology. Let's read that again. And deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, even his weaponry, artificial intelligent killer drones, mechanical dogs, even nuclear missiles. That's through the power of his technology. Let's continue. Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by your sword and did live. So saying they should make an image to the beast. We know the beast is the so-called white man. When you read Daniel the 3rd chapter, it talks about the image of Nebuchadnezzar, which the image of Nebuchadnezzar was that golden statue. Well, what's the image of the beast of Esau the white man? It will be his technology. He's going to make his technology and his image through his artificial intelligence. Let's continue. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. So the ancient kingdoms, you know, they didn't have power to give life to their idols, to their gods. They golden and silver statues. They just laid there stationary, you know, like a rock. But this devil, Esau the white man, he got power to give life to the image of his beast. And what's that power? It's going to be power through electricity. Like for example, when your lights go off, you might be like, "Damn, my power cut off." Well, Esau gonna give power to the image that he's creating in his image, which is the image of the beast. Let's continue. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So through the power of his technology and electricity and the different things that powers his creation, he's going to cause the image of his beast to be able to speak. And that's through what? That's through his artificial intelligence. That's why you got Alexa, Siri. That's why you got robots that pick up the phone when you try to make any calls, any business calls here in America. The damn robot pick up the phone. You got to talk to the robot. So back to the letter of Jeremiah, we're going to get 1 and 8. As for their tongue, it is polished by the workmen, and they themselves are gilded and laid over with silver. Yet are they but false and cannot speak. Well, Esau trying to be like the Most High. What's that? Isaiah 14:14. Yeah, I will be like the Most High. And then pursuant to Revelation 13:15, that the image of the beast should both speak. Why? Because he got power to give life to the image of the beast. So Esau created a digital, artificial, intelligent God that's able to speak. And it's here right now. So back to the letter of Jeremiah, we're going to go down to verse 9. And taking gold as the word for a virgin that loveth to go gay, they make crowns for the heads of their gods. You know, that was something they did in the ancient world. Esau not necessarily crowning or putting the crown of gold on his artificial intelligent robots, but he's creating them to be above the people. You know, a certain rank and authority, because especially these smart cities and a lot of the jobs, they're going to be governed by artificial intelligence. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, they will give thereof to the common harlots and deck them as men with garments, being gods of silver and gods of gold and wood. And even Esau's artificial intelligent digital devices, hey, they made with precious metals and elements as well. Like they smartphones, a lot of their digital devices is made with cobalt, lithium, that Esau got to steal from these other countries. It's not gold and silver, hey, but still a precious metal or whatever. Let's continue. Yet cannot these gods save themselves from rust and moth, though they be covered with purple raiment. So even so today, you know, as smart as Esau's gods are, is his artificial intelligence, as smart as it is, whatever he creating, hey, it can't save itself from rust or moth, from corruption. They wipe their faces because of the dust of the temple when there is much upon them. But we know with Esau creating his gods and idols, they not going to just be laid up in the temple because he's going to have power to bring that stuff to life through his technology. So they're going to be mobile. And he cannot put to death one that offendeth him, holdeth a scepter, as though he were a judge of the country. So again, it says that these gods cannot put one to death. Well, Esau's artificial intelligence in his digital robots, they're gonna be able to put people to death. That's why when we go back to the book of Revelation 13:15, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So the gods and the idols that Esau is creating right now, they're gonna be able to kill the people. For example, those who get the RFID microchip, we done already heard it got cyanide in it. So if you try to pluck it out, it's gonna release cyanide into your body and kill you. Also, too, a lot of these artificial intelligent robots and smart street cameras and high-tech cameras, um, they're gonna be linked to a supercomputer. And pretty much, if anybody is not playing by the rules, they spending money in an unusual way, or they traveling outside of their limits. For example, if they in a smart city, hey, the authorities gonna be alerted. Hey, the military police gonna be hunting you down, or Esau might just send a killer drone or a mechanical dog or a killer robot after you. So back to the letter of Jeremiah, we're gonna read this again. And he that cannot put, hold on, and he that cannot put to death one that offendeth him holdeth a scepter, as though he were a judge of the country. So yeah, this is saying that in the ancient world, you know, these idols, as people offended these fake gods, these statues can't put nobody to death. Well, Esau making his statue come to life through his Alexa, his Siri, killer robots, killer drones. Well, these things gonna be able to put people to death. Now, let's continue. He hath also in his right hand a dagger and an axe, but cannot deliver himself from war and thieves. Yeah, so they put daggers and axes in the hands of their idols, the statues that they created in the ancient world. But even that statue with his weaponry couldn't deliver itself in war or from thieves. Hey, but in this generation, you know, Esau is actually arming the image of the beast. He's giving weaponry to the technology and the killer robots that he's created. That's why you seen a mechanical dog. I seen it with a flamethrower. I seen it with a rocket launcher. I seen it with a assault rifle on it. See killer drones with flamethrowers, killer drones with assault weapons on them. So that's Esau putting the axe and the spear and the dagger in the hand of the idol that he's created. Let's read this again. Let's go up one. And he that cannot put to death one that offendeth him holdeth a scepter. So a scepter represents being made a king or a god. It represents rulership, as though he were a judge of the country. Well, Esau, he's gonna make his artificial intelligence the ruler of the country. You know, it's gonna be governed and controlled by artificial intelligence. For example, the elder Yahweh, he was out there in Europe, and to use the bathroom, you had to pay or swipe your microchip in your hand. And we've seen the video of the smart city that if you want to buy a drink, you gotta do a face scan. If you want toilet paper, you gotta pay for it. If you want to exit the smart city or come into the smart city, you gotta do a facial recognition scan. Hey, shalom to everybody that's tuning in with me. I'm seeing hey, Esau be messing with me, man. Yeah, the water for everybody that's tuning in with me. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakathon. I think Esau been messing with me lately. Like he been messing with my cousin, Yasha Allah 144. It said that he lost his advanced features on his channel. So he can't create posts, he can't share lessons, he can't upload or go live or something. So YouTube playing with me. All right, down to verse 15. He hath also in his right hand a dagger and an axe, but cannot deliver himself from war and thieves. And we know Esau is arming his technology to govern the smart cities. You know, hunting up people down if they outside of the smart city limits. You know, hunting down the people if they get caught trying to steal from the grocery stores or whatever. Because we saw that the grocery stores, everything will be behind glass doors. Got to swipe your hand to access the stuff. Then you see how a lot of these stores, they changing the layout. Like when you walk in, it's like you walk into something that's what's the word? Something that's heavily guarded. Like it got a maze. You gotta walk through the thing that's spin. It's only one way in and one way out. And in some of the stores now, they got it where you gotta scan the microchip in your hand to enter, and you gotta scan the microchip to exit. Hey, whereby they are known not to be gods, therefore fear them not. Hey, so even with Esau's killer robots and killer drones, hey, no matter what kind of flamethrower, what kind of 50 cal automatic weapon it got tied to it, no matter what he put in these smart cities, fear them not. They are no gods. For like as a vessel that a man useth is nothing worth when it is broken. Even so it is with their gods. When they set up in the temple, their eyes be full of dust and feet of the feet full of dust through the feet of them that come in. But we know Esau's technology, it's not gonna just be laid up in the temple, in the building somewhere. It's gonna actually be governed in the city. As a ruler of the city. That's gonna be part of his law enforcement. Like I think they called it the Digi Dog. That robotic dog that's gonna be used on the police force. And we know they got I know some businesses and in some businesses they got this little what is that thing called? I forget what they called it, but it's a little robotic dog with a camera and a microphone that just move around and observe everything, but fear not. And as the doors are made sure on every side upon him that offendeth the king, as being committed to suffer death, even so the priests make fast their temples with doors, with locks and with bars, lest their gods be spoiled with robbers. So when they would make these statues of gold and silver, they have to put it in a door and lock it so that thieves wouldn't steal the idols that they created. Well, with Esau creating, you're not gonna be able to steal it. It's gonna be armed with weaponry. It's gonna be connected to the grid. It's gonna have a 4K HD camera on it, and through that camera, you're gonna have an Edomite behind a desk somewhere watching you. It reads, they light candles, yeah, more than for themselves, whereof they cannot see one. So yeah, the idols that the king of ancient Babylon and other kingdoms created, they wasn't functional. They couldn't see. Well, the gods, the idols that Esau the white man created today, they can actually see. They're gonna have HD cameras on it, with 360 degrees of vision, to watch. And it's in them cameras, it's gonna have facial recognition. Also too, I seen a robot. What did it have? Hey, forgive me, it's kind of cold. All right, we back. Okay, so like I was saying, the robots, they're gonna have HD cameras, 360 degrees of vision. And another robot I seen that had heat-seeking technology. So for example, if somebody was trying to hide behind some bushes, or if they was hiding behind some objects or something, the camera might not be able to see that person, but the heat-seeking technology in that robot would detect body heat and know that somebody is right there. So again, yeah, let me start over. They light them candles, yeah, more than for themselves, where they cannot see one. So yeah, what Esau's creating through his technology, it's gonna be able to see on different levels, whether it's visually or through the heat-seeking technology. Not to mention they satellites. They got a thing called Eagle Eye. Let's continue. They are as one of the beams of the temple, yet they say their hearts are gnawed upon by things creeping out of the earth. Let's continue. And when they eat them in their clothes, they feel it not. So this is saying that the creepy things of the earth, the rodents, different bugs, they eat the raiment, the clothing that the people will lay up on these gods. And why would they eat the clothing and stuff off these statues that they created, because they just sat there. Well, with Esau creating, they not gonna just sit there. So nothing's gonna really be able to mess with it. Let's continue. Their faces are black through the smoke that cometh out of the temple. Upon their bodies and heads sit bats, swallows, birds, and cats also. So just a point again, what Esau is creating, making the image of the beast come to life, which is really this whole digital infrastructure and the robots that he created. Birds and bats not gonna be able to just sit up on it, because this stuff is gonna be functional and operational. Notwithstanding the gold that is about to make them beautiful, except they wipe off the rust, they will not shine, for neither when they were molten did they feel it. Let's continue. The things wherein there is no breath are bought for a most high price. So again, the things where there is no breath are bought for a most high price. So yeah, even the idols that Esau created today, it's for a high price. Hey, it don't got breath, but it has electricity to it. Because remember, going back to Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast will both speak. So what Esau is creating, it ain't got breath to breathe, hey, but it can still speak. And that's what the power of his technology. It got electricity flowing through it in the digital voice box. Let's continue. They are borne upon shoulders, having no feet, whereby they declare unto men that they be nothing worth. So yeah, the ancient idols of the ancient kingdoms, they had to be carried upon shoulders. They couldn't carry themselves. And we know the stuff that Esau created today, this stuff can actually walk. They got legs, they can run, they can jump. We've seen the videos of some of the robots doing backflips. And also too, some of the patrol bots that I call them, they got wheels, so they can roll around. Not to mention the drones that can fly. Hey, so Esau, he created things, not only do they got feet, but they got wings. Read that again to continue. They are borne upon shoulders, having no feet, whereby they declare unto men that they be nothing worth. They can't move. Well, the stuff that Esau has created today, it can move on many different levels. They also that serve them are ashamed, for if they fall to the ground at any time, they cannot rise up again of themselves. So saying these idols that ancient Babylon, created, wood and stone, gold and silver, if they fall, hey, they just gonna fall and be on the floor. They can't pick themselves up. Hey, what Esau created today, hey, this stuff gonna be able to pick itself up, fly, probably not gonna fall, but just showing that this is the glory of kingdoms. This is showing that Esau wants to be like the Most High. The Lord created life, giving it breath, giving it a spirit. Well, Esau wants to create life too. It don't got breath or got a spirit, but it got what? It got electricity flowing through it, and it got artificial intelligence. Neither if one set them upright can they move of themselves. So yeah, Esau's idols, his digital creations, his life that he created, it can move. Because remember, he had power to give life to the image of the beast. Let's continue. Neither if they be bowed down can they make themselves straight, but they set gifts before them as unto dead man. So yeah, these ancient idols, people, they set gifts and stuff before them. Well, in this generation, what Esau created, Esau don't care about no gifts. You're not gonna give a gift or an offering to his digital devices, to his artificial intelligence. You're gonna give yourself as a sacrifice. How do you do that? Sticking your hand and your arm out. getting an RFID chip, getting a hokey pokey, that go on your arm. Let's continue. As for the things that are sacrificed to them, the priests sell and abuse. In like manner, their wives lay up part thereof in salt. But unto the poor and impotent and impotent, they give nothing of it. So saying, they would take things that they supposed to give to the gods and idols, and they take it for themselves. Well, you're not gonna be able to take nothing from Esau through his artificial intelligence. Everything you got gonna be tracked and closely monitored. Let's continue. Menstruous women and women in childbed eat their sacrifices. By these things ye may know that they are no gods, fear them not. So pretty much the things that belong to the idols, people will eat the sacrifices. And what would be the sacrifices today in these smart cities? You get a universal basic income. Let's say you get 2,000 digital tokens. They take out 1,500 digital tokens. That's what you're supposed to give up to the image of the beast. That would be your sacrifice to the beast system. Well, you're not gonna be able to take that from the image of the beast. They're gonna take it from you before you get it. So let's read that again, then continue. Menstruous women and women in childbed eat their sacrifices. By these things you may know that there are no gods, fear them not. So will we obligated to give up in a smart city under the new digital system that's coming? We're not gonna be able to take it from Esau. We're not gonna be able to hide it from them. You're not gonna be able to hide your universal basic income digital tokens from this beast system. Let's continue. And the priests, hold on. For how can they be called gods? Because women set meat before gods of silver, gold, and wood. So we not setting meat, gold, and silver, and wood before, statues. We're gonna be setting ourselves and our universal basic income. That's all we gonna own, but we're not gonna really own it. Let's continue. And the priests sit in their temples, having their clothes rent, and their heads and beards shaven, and nothing upon their heads. They war and cry before their gods, as men do at the feast when one is dead. The priests also take off their garments and clothe their wives and children. Whether it be evil that one doeth unto them or good, they are not able to recompense it. They can neither set up a king nor put him down. So the guys in the ancient world couldn't recompense for good and evil. Well, in this generation, Esau Edom, through the power of his technology, he's going to be able to recompense for good and evil. So for example, if you're doing something that's not approved of by the government, if you're spending money in an unusual way, they just be able to shut off your RFID chip. Now you can't spend your money. If you outside of the smart city limits where you was instructed not to go, they can just shut off your RFID chip. So now wherever you go, you can't spend no money. And now you could be tracked. And they could probably throw you in prison for that. If you driving outside the city limits, they can shut off your RFID chip that's used to start your vehicle. So now your vehicle won't work. So in this smart city, they can recompense for good and evil. Last part, they can neither set up a king nor put him down. So Esau can set you up or put you down in a smart city that's coming. He can bless you with digital tokens, that you have access to all the different functions of the city, or he could just shut off your chip and you be like a dead man. And it'll be food, etc. in the city, but you won't be able to have access to it because your RFID chip ain't working. Let's continue. In like manner, they can neither give riches or money, Though a man make a vow unto them and keep it not, they will not require it. So in the ancient world, the ancient gods and idols, they couldn't give money or riches. Well, Esau, through his digital system, the artificial intelligence that he's creating is going to be able to give you riches and give you money. That's going to be your universal basic income, your digital tokens, the CBDCs. It says, though a man make a vow unto them and keep it not, they will not require it. So you make a vow to a golden statue, that golden statue can't force you to keep a vow. Well, in this society, this digital cashless society that we're going into, you make a vow, you got obligations, it's going to be required of you. What's going to be that vow? What's going to be them obligations? Those automatic deductions that's going to come out of your universal basic income. You're going to have all kind of different fees that you're required to pay each time you get paid under the universal basic income. And you got to pay it. It's going to be required of you. And then whatever else you require under Esau's new digital system, it's going to be required of you. If not, they just shut off your chip. Now you ain't got access to nothing in the city. The chief things for life. Then the scriptures say that a fraud of a man's labor is a bloodshedder. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, though a man make a vow unto them and keep it not, they will not require it. Well, Esau not going to even have to come to your front door to get what he's owed. It's going to be done through his artificial intelligence. Everything is going to be on the grid through the 5G internet. So through them automatic deductions, Esau going to be able to take whatever's required of you. They can save no man from death, neither deliver the weak from the mighty. So again, they can save no man from death, neither deliver the weak from the mighty. Well, through the power of his technology that he was able to deceive the people with, Esau is claiming he can bring people back from the dead. For example, if you about to die, now they say that they can download your conscience and download your memory and put it on an external hard drive and transfer your conscience and put it in a robotic body. That's him delivering from death. And like we said before, through his technology, he can make blind men see, he can make deaf men hear. Esau, through his technology, thinking that he is a god. He can deliver from death. He can heal you. It's the Lord who kills, who makes alive, who wounds, and who heals. So if you got any weaknesses, disabilities, or handicaps, the Lord wounded you. Well, Esau is claiming he can undo what the Lord has done through his technology. Neither deliver the weak from the mighty. So, Esau gonna have, different artificial intelligent robots in his police force that'll be rescuing the people. For example, they said that they send a DigiDog into places where people are held hostage, delivering the weak from the mighty. Even out of their killer drones, they can send them in, and you have an Edomite behind a desk controlling it like he playing a video game or something, delivering the weak from the mighty. They said they use these robotics, again, in situations that's too dangerous for actual humans to go through. So that's his idols, his creation, delivering the weak from the mighty. But fear it not. And that's what it's all about. Jeremiah telling the people, don't fear what you see in Babylon. Well, we not to fear what we gonna encounter here in America, which is New Babylon. All right, they cannot restore a blind man to his sight. We were just speaking in that. So the idols of the ancient world, they couldn't make a blind man see. Well, Esau, through his brain chips that Elon Musk is creating, or whatever else, they claiming they could make a blind man see. They could make a deaf man hear. They could make a mute man talk. You know, they can make people that are paralyzed, they can make them walk. And that's through the idols that Esau created. And it's cold out here. All right, let's continue. They cannot restore a blind man to his sight, nor help any man in his distress. So yeah, Esau is creating stuff that can help a man in his distress, as well as make him see. Because remember, going back to Isaiah 14 and 14, let me go back to that. Let me go back to that. Isaiah 14 and 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And Esau is trying to accomplish that through his technology, being like the Most High. You know, healing the people of the different disabilities and handicaps that the Lord put on them, that they was born with. You know, everything that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai done, they thinking they can undo it or supersede it through their technology. All right, back to the letter of Jeremiah. We at 1, verse 38. They can show no mercy to the widow, nor do good to the fatherless. Yeah, so the ancient idols back then could neither do good nor evil. Well, the idols today that Esau is creating through his artificial intelligence, they can do good and do evil. You know, they already talking about how the artificial intelligence is starting to show hate for human life. You know, they ask different robots would they kill people, and you know, robots give different responses, pretty much claiming they would if it was necessary. All right, yet they cannot hold on. I lost my place. They can show no mercy to the widow, nor do good to the fatherless. Their gods of wood, which are overlaid with gold and silver, are like the stones, they be hewn out of the mountain. They worship them shall be confounded. They that worship them shall be confounded. How should a man then think and say that they are gods when even the Chaldees themselves dishonor them? So even the Babylonians, they was dishonoring their own gods that they set up in the temple. Well, what Esau created, Esau really creating a monster. You know, the artificial intelligence gonna be smarter than him. So Esau gonna create something that he can't control. You know, him trying to be like the Most High, him trying to create life. See, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he in perfect control. He in perfect control of all of his creation. And we done already, you know, heard the story that they ran a simulation. That the drones were instructed to go take out a certain target. I guess shooting it or blowing it up. And in the simulation, they tried to override the instructions they gave to the drone. Well, in that simulation, the drone said, you know, I'm gonna follow my orders, and they went and took out the people that tried to override his programming. So the artificial intelligence that Esau created is gonna have a mind of his own. You know, Esau will not be able to control it. You know, that's why you got movies like Terminator, I, Robot. So again, it's called how should a man think and say that they are gods, or even the Chaldees themselves dishonor them? So if Esau's kingdom went on long enough, Esau will create something that will be beyond his control. You know, that if Esau dishonored his creation, it'll take Esau out. And I believe we're gonna see that during Jacob's trouble. You know, the military, they're gonna be having robotic dogs, killer robots let on the loose, and I believe that Esau's creation is going to turn on himself. All right, let's continue. Who, if they shall see one dumb that cannot speak, they bring him and entreat Baal that he may speak, as though he were able to understand. All right, so if they bring somebody that's not able to speak before these idols, they bring it to these idols as if the idols can hear them, as if the idols would be able to understand them. Well, Esau's artificial intelligence, his creation, they'd be able to understand speech. They'd be able to understand speech, sign language. That's all part of their programming. All right, verse 42. Yet they cannot understand this themselves and leave them, for they have no knowledge. Yeah, so the ancient idols, ancient world, they had no knowledge. Well, Esau's artificial intelligence, they got knowledge. They link to the internet. So anything that's on the internet, these killer robots, they're gonna know. So back to Revelation 13 and 15, just to bring it back up. We have power to give life to the image of the beast. And not only give it life, but give it understanding, give it knowledge. That's why there's different robots that Esau created. You can have a conversation with it. Because Esau gave it a certain level of knowledge and understanding. And then really you can ask Alexa, you can ask it anything, it's gonna respond to you. All right, let's see. How far down we go? About halfway through. Man, I'm about to have to wrap it up. I'll be better prepared next time. Damn. All right, let's continue. All right, the woman also with cords about them sitting in the ways burned brand for perfume. Where if any of them drawn by some that passeth by, lie with them, she reproacheth her fellow, that she was not thought as worthy as herself, nor her cord broken. All right, let's continue. Whatsoever is done among them is false. How may it then be thought or said they are gods? Whatsoever is done among them is false. They are made of carpenters, of goldsmiths. They could be nothing else than a workman will have them to be. So pretty much saying, what the workman created, the statue, gold, silver, or wood, whatever it is, it could be nothing more than that. But see, that's the difference in this lifetime. Esau gonna create something. It's made of metal, circuitry, wires, but it's not just that. When it's completed and it got a circuit flowing through it, battery power, whatever it is, it's gonna become functional. Because again, he had power to give life to the image of the beast. So it looks like a robot, but it's more than a robot. It's artificial intelligent. It can see, hear, understand. It can move, all of that. And they themselves that made them can never continue long. How should then let me see. And they themselves that made them can never continue long. How should then the things that are made of them be gods? So pretty much saying, the creator of the idols back then, they died. They don't continue for a long time, you know, and that these men die, how can their creation be considered God's? But Esau giving, his stuff a certain level of understanding the technology, he's trying to make it as himself, as God. That's why it's created in his image. Let's continue. For they left lies and reproaches to them that come after. For when there cometh any war or plague upon them, the priests consult with themselves, where they may be hidden with them. How then cannot man perceive that they be no gods, which can neither save themselves from war nor from plague? So, the idols back then, they couldn't help in time of war. And they couldn't, save a man, from any plague. Well, with that DigiDog and his robotics, Esau is claiming that stuff can help him in the police force. They claiming that stuff will be able to help them in war. Like I know over there in that war with Russia and Ukraine, they was using killer drones. They put the coordinates and the killer drone would fly there and it was jacking them Ukrainians up. Not only that, but they got all kind of robotics and stuff that they be using on the battlefield that will save them in war. Let's continue. For seeing they put of let me see. For seeing they be but of wood and overlaid with silver and gold, it shall be known hereafter that they are false. And it shall manifestly appear to all nations and kings that they are no gods, but the works of men's hands. And there is no work of God in them. Hey, same with Esau's creation today, even Esau himself. The Lord said, going back to Isaiah 14, let me get 15. 14, and we're going to go down. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet there shall be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So no matter what Esau create, here on earth or in outer space or under the water, hey, no matter what Esau do, hey, it's going to be shown to the world, that they man and not God. Roughly paraphrasing one of the precepts, I don't know where it is. Who then may not know that they are no gods, for neither they can set up a king in the land, nor give rain unto men. Neither can they judge their own cause, nor redress a wrong, being unable, for they are as crows between heaven and earth. Yeah, so the ancient world, the idols couldn't judge. Wrote through the artificial intelligence that Esau is given his creation, and these things gonna be able to judge to a certain degree. That's why when you make certain calls, a robot picks up your call and handles your call based on what you need. Let's see where we at. Whereupon when fire falleth upon the house of gods of wood, or laid over with gold and silver, the priests will flee away and escape, but they themselves shall be burnt asunder like beams. Yeah, so pretty much, fire happened, the idols will be burned up. Well, Esau's idols, they're gonna be able to escape, because they mobile. Not only will they be able to escape, and his robotics, they can send fire. That's why they put all kind of weaponry to the robots that they created. Moreover, they cannot withstand any king or enemies. How can it then be thought or said they are gods? Yeah, so Esau's creation, his image of the beast, his robotics with his artificial intelligence, is going to come with weaponry. Flamethrowers, automatic weapons, assault weapons, rocket launchers, all of that. You know, it's going to be to stand up to the enemy. And who's that enemy that it's going to stand up to? It's going to be to us. You know, they're developing all that stuff for us. And that's why the Lord going to have to lift a standard. We're going to need that divine intervention to stand up with Esau, to stand up against what Esau sending our way. All right, neither are those gods of wood and laid over with silver or gold be able to escape either from thieves or robbers. All right, let's see. Whose gold and silver and garments wherewith they are clothed, they that are strong take and go away withal. Neither are they able to help themselves. So, you know, Esau not going to create nothing that got gold and silver on it, but it will have weaponry. Why? Because his blessing is a sword. Hey, but you won't be able to just go take the weaponry off these robots. You know, if anybody has that idea. All right, let's continue. Therefore, it is better to be a king that showeth his power, or else a profitable vessel in the house, which the owner shall have use of, than such false gods. Well, Esau creation with his artificial intelligence, he's going to have use for it. You know, when you look at a smart city, everything going to be governed and controlled by this stuff that he's created. You know, or to be a door in the house to keep such things therein, than such false gods, or a pillar of wood in the palace, than such false gods. You know, so the Esau stuff that he's creating is going to be of actual use. You know, it's going to help him govern. It's going to help him in this new world order, you know, in this digital takeover. All right, let's see. For sun, moon, and stars, being bright and sent to do their office, are obedient. In like manner, the lightning, when it breaketh forth, is easy to be seen, and after the same manner, the wind bloweth in every country. Let's continue. And when Yahweh commanded the clouds to go over the whole world, they do as they are bidden. So this is showing how Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he got perfect control over his works. Let's continue. And the fire sent from above to consume the hills and woods doeth as it is commanded. But these are like unto them, neither show nor power. So pretty much the things that they created back then, it was of no use. You know, you can't give it any orders, any commandments. Well, Esau creating the image of the beast to have life, to be able to speak, to have intelligence, so that it can be given orders. You know, Esau through his technology, he want to be able to control the lightning, the rain, control the clouds. They even want to block out the sun. So the stuff that the Most High put in place, Esau want to be able to supersede it and be able to control it. You know, in other words, Esau, he want to hack all the Lord's creation. He want to hack the body. How does he hack the body? Through the hokey pokey. And through putting different microchips throughout the body. You know, he'll be able to alter your body's functions, alter your thinking, control your thinking, give the body orders. Wherefore it is neither to be supposed nor said that they are gods, seeing they are able neither to judge causes nor to do good unto man. Hey, these artificial intelligence, they can judge on a certain level. Like for example, they got AI that's gonna write a Bible. I think they called it. It's gonna be like a I forgot what they called it. Well, also too, I seen a post that they're gonna have a digital artificial intelligent judge that's gonna hear over certain cases, judging the people. knowing therefore they are no gods, fear them not. For neither can they curse nor bless. Neither can they curse nor bless kings. So yeah, Esau's creation is going to be to bless you or curse you. You know, it's going to reward you with the CBDCs, or it could take your money. It could turn off your chip. Now you don't got access to anything in the city. Pretty much shutting you out of this reality that he's created. All right, let's continue. Neither can they show signs in heavens among the heathen, nor shine as the sun, nor give light as the moon. And we know Esau, through his technology, want to be able to block out the sun. You know, they want to do away with the sun, the moon, and the stars, which roughly paraphrases the Lord said, if you can make the sun and the moon and the stars not shine as they supposed to, that he will cast off his people Israel. Pretty much the Lord made a bet, and Esau trying to take up that bet. Hey, well, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah never lost a bet. You know, you can see that in the book of Job. The beasts are better than they, for they can get under a cover and help themselves. And so pretty much saying that the beasts of the field, the wild animals, got more intelligence than the idols that they were created back then. Well, what Esau created today, his idols are actually more intelligent than the people. You know, through his artificial intelligence, pretty much being linked to the internet, they're more intelligent than the people, you know, let alone the animals. Hey, but in our new bodies, we're gonna be more intelligent than these robots that Esau created. That's why they want to put microchips in people to teach people certain information and to give people certain wisdom to create to keep up with the advances in technology. How y'all doing?
Amazing. How are you doing?
I'm making it. It's cold out here.
Oh yeah.
Y'all believe in the Bible?
Yes, sir.
So I'm pretty much going into Bible prophecy. So pretty much the Lord has a chosen people, and that would be right here on the sign, according to Scripture, who will be.
You know about the 4 Bibles they took out? With Enoch and stuff like that, with the Nephilim?
So I know they took out books of the Bible going back to the 1800s. We now have it what's called the Apocrypha. You know, it was part of the original 1611 King James Bible.
What about Jesus Christ, though?
Oh, what about him?
Do you believe in him, that he died and rose again for our sins?
So yeah, but
That's what I believe in.
yeah, but see, his name wasn't actually Jesus. So like the letter J was created in 1524. So I don't really subscribe to modern day Christianity, but I do believe in the Most High and His only begotten Son, which in ancient Hebrew would be Yahweh and Yahweh Shah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can get with that too.
But
I
also,
feel like a lot of stuff has been. All right, yeah, but we gotta. It is cold. We're about to keep walking.
okay, yeah, that's a bad. Yeah, pretty much bringing truth for the Bible. This would be a more accurate depiction of him right here. You know, say he had hair white like wool, skin like burnt brass. So pretty much going into truth. Christianity taught our people lies. So I'm just out spreading truth.
Yeah, that Neuralink shit is crazy.
Oh, you said that what?
That Neuralink shit is crazy.
That's the mark of the beast.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe not.
Oh, it's definitely it.
For sure.
Mark of the beast is say you're gonna put a mark in the right hand or in the forehead. You know, you can't make that up.
All right, man. Keep doing your thing. We're gonna keep walking.
All right, bet. All right, let's continue. It is then by no means manifest unto us that they are gods, therefore fear them not. Hey, so going back to Revelation 13 and 14, he deceived them that dwelt on the earth by those means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. So Esau's technology, he's going to show himself before the people to be God or to be as the God, you know, here on the earth. Well, we not to fear none of those miracles, none of his inventions, none of his creations. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to show the people that they are no God, that they are only men. And we're going to see everything Esau got stored up here in Jacob's trouble. So let's finish up. Letter of Jeremiah. For as a scarecrow in the garden of cucumbers keepeth nothing, so are their gods of wood laid over with silver and gold. So in the ancient world, Jeremiah was just saying that their idols, their gods, are nothing more than a scarecrow. Hey, well, not in this lifetime. It's much more than a scarecrow. All right, let's continue. And likewise, their gods of wood laid over with silver and stone, silver and gold, are like a white thorn in an orchard that every bird sitteth upon, as also a dead body that is east into the dark. So the idols back then, it was nothing more than a dead body. It had no life in it. But what we just read, Revelation 13 and 14, that they should make an image of the beast, which had the womb by his sword and did live, and he had power to give life unto that image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast to be killed. So what Esau created today, it's not likened unto a dead body. It actually got life, not breath in the spirit, but it got intelligence. It got the I ain't gonna say 5 operations, but it got that different operations like seeing and hearing. But hey, it's still no God. And ye shall know them to be no gods by the bright purple that rideth upon them. And they themselves afterwards shall be eaten and shall be a reproach in the country. Better therefore is a just man that hath none idols, for he shall be far from reproach. So yeah, Jeremiah was pretty much the strength of the people. Hey, don't worship none of the gods, hey, that you see in Babylon. He was giving different examples showing that they are no God. Hey, but in this generation, hey, Esau gonna deceive the people into thinking that he's God, that his creation is God. People gonna be in fear. And what Jeremiah kept saying, fear them not. And to close out, we're gonna go to Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Hey, don't fear none of the things that we gonna see neither. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So don't fear none of the things that we gonna suffer by the hands of Esau or by his creation. Don't fear none of the things that's coming upon the earth. Hey, be faithful unto death. We get that crown of life. Man, hey, the water for everybody that tuned in with me. I'm gonna see what's up with my comment board. I'm gonna play with the live when I get home. Hey, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak Adam. So next time, Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Lord willing, we'll be out tomorrow. Shalom.